Today, I'm showing you a typical day in my life. A Monday, to be exact. My 9 to 5 to my 5 to 9, and everything before and after. We'll also be trying to implement a dark mode feature that I've been putting off for so long, but I just woke up and I need to go do my early morning run. Let's go. So running is all done, but I'm hungry. I'm eating porridge today, and yeah, it looks like mush. Alrighty, my belly is happy, time for my 9 to 5. My workday starts with a typical stand-up meeting, where I report my progress on the last working day and any of my Jira tickets. But once that's done, it's time to jump back on the tools. Today, I'm doing some UI work, building components in TypeScript for a cross-platform POC. But it's giving me some errors. Ugh. Let's see if I can fix this. Okay, looks good. But it's noon now and you know what time that is. I'm quite a light eater, and I love a good peanut butter sandwich. So, let's make one. Toasted, of course. I like to keep my lunch light because I often fall into food comas too easily. Something about 2 pieces of sliced toast slapped between some smooth, nutty peanut butter just hits a spot each time. Plus, when your day is chock full of meetings and work that needs to be done, speed is everything, even when it comes to lunch. It's the afternoon and it's time for self-learning. Today, I'm learning about some blockchain stuff. I mean, at times, I wish I could just have clones to help me learn all of this stuff. But of course, I gotta use Arc browser to do this research. Not sponsored, of course. This research time is usually so that I can share this knowledge with my team. Things like layer 2s and other nerdy blockchain stuff. Concepts that might be useful to share and implement later down the road when we do more experiments. But that's enough learning, it's time to refuel our energy. I'm typically not a coffee person, but working in a 9 to 5 corporate job, you get used to the taste. Plus, right now, I just need a quick beverage to get me through the rest of the afternoon. I'm Vietnamese, so I gotta make it slightly like a Vietnamese coffee with some condensed milk. But of course, don't forget the ice, because iced coffee is the best. Now that I got some fuel in the tank, let's jump into our afternoon meetings to discuss features, chat about decisions, or just banter. Finally, I can finish off my workday with some coding. This ticket is nearly done, but it's the end of the workday, and you know what they say, what you can do today, you can also do tomorrow. Alright, my belly is full. But it's the evening, so I gotta make sure I do some of my side quests. Let's go.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Extra, extra, read all about it. Extra, extra, read all about it. Extra, extra, read all about it.
Every developer has a stealth project, a side project that is worked in secret. A few weeks back, I had an idea after traveling to Bali for a week. Once I got back, I jumped into the wireframes. I personally like Figma, but I'm no pro. So free templates and assets such as these doodles are a great design starting point. Today, I'm building a custom weekly calendar component. Why, you might ask? Because most online calendar components are so expensive. So we're gonna figure out how to code this ourselves. Blame it on the engineering pride.
Extra, extra, read all about it.
Last month, I made a series called The Quest, and as part of that quest, I made a portfolio website based on a bento box. This bento box. Something about the structure of the bento, the compartments, the balance, and the way it just screams presentation. Portfolios are boring nowadays, so adding creativity to your work is essential. I wanted this site to be an extension of me. So this portfolio has things like my content, my socials, and my work. But it's not entirely finished yet.
I don't wanna be just a memory on a screen, yeah.
Dark mode. Hate it or love it, it's an essential part of every developer's existence, and I've been putting it off for so long. Today, let's change that. I'm gonna dive into making some rough sketches of what I want it to look like, essentially everything but darker. Perfect. Now comes the fun part. I code most of my projects using VS Code. This project, I'm using Tailwind CSS for the styling, and Photoshop to design these graphics. There's probably a better way, but I'm a little lazy. Now I can just link the dark mode feature to these assets. With all these code updates, gotta make sure to announce the feature is available. So to finish this off, we'll do some final touches to the portfolio, but sometimes I wish I had multiple arms to help me code this stuff. Picture how much work I could get done. But now that I've finished most of the coding, time to do some testing. So by default, most content is consumed on our phones nowadays. That means I need to make sure that this portfolio also looks legible on a mobile device. Luckily, Tailwind CSS makes it easy to format for different screen sizes. I can just test on my browser. So handy. But now I have some quick feature fixes to do. My portfolio integrates a component called a masonry, which gives the site these varying containers. The problem? The containers are draggable. Not that it's a bad thing, but right now it's making for a poor user experience on mobile. So we'll get rid of it. Whew. Now that most of the code is ready and committed, let's go to Vercel to redeploy the website. Of course, we'll have to wait a little bit. Of course. Looks like we're running into some build errors because I forgot to do a quick build check. Let's fix that real quick. And there you go. Looks like that fixed it. Okay, the portfolio site looks ready to go. With a simple click of a button, we can now enjoy the fruits of our labor. Also, if you're working on anything cool, be sure to share it. Otherwise, enjoy the show.
Something to buy, yeah. I never wanna go home, go home. I'm living in Stockholm, Stockholm. I never wanna go home, go home. I'm living in Stockholm, Stockholm. I never wanna go home, go home. get the bed, the body. Deba ga ga, deba ga ga, ga ga ga. Ga ga banga ga 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 ba ga ba ya da da ba ga ga da ba ba ya da da ba da 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 da.